Ooh, you're going to swing in here. See, they are not aware that we have a Bloodletter of Aclazotz in our hand. And the problem with that is they think they're going to win a race. So they swung in, which is a major mistake. We're going to do 8 damage here. So again, doubling that damage, but boom, that is crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with Man, and today we've got a juicer for it. We've got Aclazotz Aggro. Now, we don't have the actual Bat God Aclazotz, but we do have the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, and that is going to be absolutely good with me. Flying whenever an opponent would lose life during your turn, which doesn't really matter, it's going to be your turn anyway, but they lose twice that much life instead. Now, that is absolutely insane because it pretty much gives everything like de facto double strike. It's not double strike, but you get what I'm saying. So how do we really bust this open? I thought let's just go for Menace. Yeah, that's great. Let's just go for Menace. So let's just start off with some Duress. Obviously, we got Duress. One of the best. I mean, we do struggle versus control, so against Sunfalls and stuff like that, Duress can just be winning you the game. We got the Faerie Dreamthief. This is like the only non-menace creature I think I have other than Gix, which leads me into the Gix. Gix is wonderful because with all your creatures, and this is an aggro deck, so whenever your creatures deal damage, obviously you're drawing a card, and with Menace and Flying, so Flying is the next best thing other than Menace, because we just don't want even trades. We want either in the air, Menace, you get the idea. But the Faerie Dreamthief is really good because you get the Surveil 1, which the Surveil can be nice for our Stalker, which at the beginning of your end step, if you descended this turn, put a Blood Wound counter on the Stalker. We don't have a whole lot of ways to bust the Stalker, which is the only reason why I'm running 2. But with the Stalker, you can, a lot of times in combat, because like they're going to have to block. We have all these, this is a very aggro deck, that they're going to have to block so that it's not that hard to descend. Got the Okiba Reckoner Raid because obviously it has Menace. This is perfect. And then it also deals 1 damage, or they lose 1 damage. They lose 1 life, and then with the if you have the Bloodletter out, it does double. So there's 2 functions here, being with the Menace and the Gix combo, and then the Bloodletter doing double damage. And next, let's just get into our Menace creatures. We got the Oathsworn. This thing has Menace, and it just gives +1/+1 every time it deals damage. Pretty freaking awesome. Blade of the Oni. I'm running 4 of these bad boys, and they are alternate art from Kamigawa, my favorite set of all time. So, Blade of the Oni, I'm so glad to be playing this again. Pretty much just a 3/1 Menace creature, but for 4, you can reconfigure this and give something, make it a 5/5 Menace creature, which goes wonderfully, usually for the Dream Thief. This is like the best target that we have, because you just give it a 1/1 flyer. Now it's a 5/5 flyer with Menace. Absolutely wonderful. And even if it's not a 3/1 Menace creature, still wonderful. 4, go for the throats, because we just need that. Fleshgorger, come on, we all know what that is. And another Kamigawa Menace creature, Biting Palm Ninja. Absolutely love this. It kind of reminds me of who is that? Who is it? Melina, I think, with like the crazy mouth on Mortal Kombat. That's kind of what I got going on here with the mouth thing and everything. Ninjutsu for 3 enters the battlefield with a Menace counter on it. And if you sneak something in, and again, it's very easy because we have Menace, then you get to remove something from their hand. So Biting Palm Ninja is absolutely awesome. You could probably run 3 or even 4 of Biting Palm Ninja because it's that good. Bloodletter of Aclazotz, we already know what this is. And then 2 of Mishra's Foundries, just because we do have double blacks and we have triple black for the Bloodletter. So I'm not running 4, only 2 Mishra's Foundries. That is the deck, baby. This is the deck. Leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Consider joining the channel. That would really help me out as a content creator, and I would appreciate all of you. Without further ado, we gotta subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Almost let that one out. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Ace Zone, how we doing here? Get in the zone, Ace Zone. All right, let's see where we're going. All right, so I got this Blade of the Oni. I really like this thing. The Blade of the Oni, most of the time, just acts as a 3/1 Menace creature. Like, I don't do a whole lot of the equipping, or reconfiguring rather, but typically it's pretty good. Just a 3/1 Menace is kind of what we want here. Yep, yeah, we've got the alternate art anyway, so we can run it. Lore, okay, so they didn't put this on turn 1, so that's actually kind of nice that we don't see anything too crazy for ramping up, but I guess it's just pretty much, do we want to get the Oathsworn down or do we want to get the Blade of the Oni? I think as Oathsworn has the 1/1 counters, I think we're going to lean towards doing this. Ayara's Oathsworn, like I said, this is, I mean, just like all the Menace in here with Gix does end up working pretty well, but, and they're, again, the +1/+1s I think are better. I haven't gotten to 4 yet. I've gotten to 3 a few times, never to 4. But let's see what they drop here. Probably going to be a huge dino. Okay, Hulking Raptor, yeah, that's I would consider that a huge, pretty huge, semi-huge dino. Alright. What are we gonna do here? Do we want to go with Gix or do we want to go for the Fleshgorger? I think we have enough things going on here. I mean, We're gonna have to get rid of the raptor here. I think we might need a little bit more power, so I elected to go with Gix instead. Take a little land. Okay, we've got the little goblin. I'm not sure how I feel about the Descend Goblin. I like it, but I'm only running 2, just because I'm not really sure how I feel about it just yet. The Yearling. Okay, so I'm hoping they don't go. Okay, this is... okay, I'm not sure how I feel about this right now. If they want to trade the Gix, that's fine. I'll definitely trade the Raptor with the Gix, so I don't think they're going to swing in. Are they going to stomp me? Or no, they're not. No chomps, no stomps. Okay. So... we could go for double Stalker. I mean, that is an option. If we just go for the throat on the hand, we're going to have to swing in. So let's just go for the throat. Let's go for the throat on the Hammer Skull. Because we're going to have to swing in. There's really no way. We can't just sit here, do nothing. Like, we're not going to win a long battle here. So I'm okay with trading. If they want to get rid of their Yearling or their Raptor, there's no way they get rid of the Raptor. But I like to do this instead because A, we have to swing, and now we get to go for the Stalker. And we did descend this turn if we trade, so that's fine. Okay, that's fine. They're not gonna want to give up the Lore Keeper and the Raptor, so the Oathsworn's probably gonna go through. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Okay, boom. Let's look at the draw of Gix, and I'm gonna do it. I'm definitely gonna do it. We just need... We're gonna need some more resources here. The dinos get crazy. Foundry. Okay, Foundry's pretty good. And let's go for the double Stalker. And since we did get Descend this turn, we are gonna get 2+1/1 counters on these bad boys. Okay, see, yeah, there we go. I do think the Stalker, we don't have a whole lot of descending other than battling, so that is kind of why I'm a little bit wishy-washy on the Stalker, only running 2, but I still like him. Alright, so another Hammer Skull. How do we play this out? Oh, God, okay, go for the throat is really, really nice. Okay, thank God we got that. I think we're just gonna do it with the Hammer Skull. The Raptor kind of sucks, but they only have one more card in their hand, so if they have one of the big dinos like Atali or something, I think they're just gonna be able to have it anyway. So I think we're just gonna get rid of the fatty and just stay on the aggression. Yeah, let's swing in here. These all have menace. We could be cute here and take the Stalker and sacrifice it to kill the Lore Keeper for 2, but I don't think we're gonna do that. We at least take away the Lore Keeper if they want to double block anything. Whoa, they do. Whoa, that's weird. Oh, do they have something here? Okay, a monstrous rage. Well, we still kill the Raptor though. That's only 1 toughness. That's only 1 toughness, and that's a questionable move. Boom, boom. They keep the Lore Keeper, but we're still good here. And let's drop the Phyrexian. This actually seemed like a really, really like bad match. And we descend, get the Stalker going to 3/3. This like looked like a pretty bad matchup to begin with, and like this is looking pretty good. Okay, so we got the Dracosaur, but I don't know if it's gonna matter that much. Got another Blade of the Oni. If we just drop the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, I think we're good. These are this is game. This is game. This is game. Everything is doubled, and these all have menace. This is game. Wow. I do not care about your first strike. I do not care about anything else. These 3 are going to go through, and that's, yeah, I don't really care. Does not matter. First strike, whatever you want. Double the damage, and that is curtains, baby. Let's go. 4-3-10 Mo. How you doing here? All right, let's go ahead and get this. Pretty good start. I mean, we're on the draw. Or on the, gosh dang it, we're on the play. Good lord. We're on the play here with a menace creature on turn 2. I mean, you can't really be too far away. So we're going to be facing dinos again, which is completely fine. I think we have an okay matchup versus dinos. As long as we have a go for the throat, like, we're just going to go for these dinos' throats. Let's drop the Oathsworn. Hopefully we can get up to 4+1/+1 counters. It does not happen a lot, pretty much ever, but I mean, just a menace creature, 2/2 that gets a little bit bigger every turn is pretty formidable. And, okay, so it's got a paleontologist, so they're looking for rampage. Yeah, I think there's no way that they swing in here or block in our swing. I mean, I gotta wake up. All right. Yep. There's no way they're gonna get a +1/+1 counter. They're not gonna lose the paleontologist. And now I think we just dropped the Fleshgorger. Pretty simple. So now we gotta be careful here because again, we know how dinos operate. We know that the dinos are gonna get really, really big. What's like the worst? I mean, honestly, the hulking raptor is not that bad. Oh, fight rigging. Fight rigging. I mean, you don't have the big dino. This is actually not that big a deal at all. Yeah, that's not that big a deal at all. You're going to need a bigger dino, or a bigger creature in general, just to get this going, so Okay, yeah, I'm not feeling too threatened here, and I'm just trying to think if we want to just drop the Bloodletter. Or we just want to go for the throat, like right off the rip. It's close because if we can't kill both creatures here, so that's actually a little bit more unsettling than I'd like it to be. So I think oh man, I think I'm gonna lean towards going for the throat, but let's maybe swing in first. Well, I think we're just gonna I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. All right. I want to stay aggressive. I know it's a little awkward. It is a little greedy as well, but we do get up to a 4/4 this way, so I'm thinking if they do play anything crazy, they're probably going to tap the Lore Keeper anyway, and then we have Menace, so this is a little risky. We could have just dropped the Bloodletter immediately, but then we would have lost one of our creatures. This is not that bad. Okay, there we go. I think the gamble kind of so far is paying off. Fight rigging. They use the Trumpeting Carnosaur just to kill us. This is looking pretty good. Okay. Hindsight's always 20/20, but I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. We drop our Bloodletter, we double the damage, down to 1 they go. And if they don't have a flyer and more creatures, we're looking good. This Bloodletter thing, man, it's crazy. Oh, Trumpeting Carnosaur. Okay, well, they need 2 forms of removal. Right, yeah, right, no, this is it. We're gonna take this again. It does not matter because the Oathsworn does have... Oh, wait, no, hold on. Oh, I forgot about Fight Rigging. I forgot Fight Rigging came down, but... Oh. Okay. Okay. Don't have lethal this turn, but we have 2 more Oathsworns, and each Oathsworn's gonna need 2 more creatures to block it, so can't finish them off this turn. They are at 1 life. I would be so upset if we can't finish them off. Yeah, obviously can't attack. That doesn't make any too much sense. I think we're just gonna wait here. So, I mean, they're gonna need 3 more creatures to completely block us out, and they only have 1 life. So, we are also running the rat enchantment, so we could just top deck that, just kind of finish off for lethal. They only have 2 cards in their hand. Fight rigging is done for. They can use Paleontologist, but I don't think they have enough. Yeah, no, they can't use that because they only have the Trumpeting Carnosaur. Skull Spore Nexus. That's good. I think we're gonna sneak away with this. Only 1 more card in their hand. Skullport Nexus does not matter. They're gonna probably... Yeah, they know it's done, and we take it! Let's go! Jean Pillow. How we doing here? How we doing? I think it's Jean Pillow? Is that French? Okay. Okay, let's get the Okiba Reckoner raid. I want to give this card a little bit more love. I'm a pretty big fan of this card. Jean. Okay, there's Jean. Jean, we are active. We are good to go. Let's drop the Okiba Reckoner raid. This card does not get a whole lot of love because don't really have any like don't have any artifact creatures. Vehicles. That's what I was talking about. I could not remember vehicles. Don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, you know the drill. This is kind of pretty standard. Gotta go with the Oathsworn. Oathsworn's pulling a lot of weight. So far, so good. So what? I always want to get down the Evolve Sleeper here, so we're gonna go with the Oathsworn before it gets bigger. That makes sense. 2/2. I think we're okay to race here, though. I mean, we're gonna get our little rat. Oh, and Gix is gonna be really, really nice. Thankfully, we did get that on curve because go for the throat is semi-awkward here. So let's go ahead and drop our Gix. We can't swing in, but the Rogue Captain here has Menace, of course. So, and if they want to do any of this Evolve Sleeper nonsense, I'm just gonna let that go. Oh, okay. So. This actually isn't that bad. Typically, that's kind of annoying. That's not that bad, though, because, I mean, I'm just going to kill you right away. It's going to be well worth... Yeah, we're going to have to swing in, and because we have Menace, and we have Gix, then, yeah, this is fine. This is well worth it. Absolutely, I'll pay this all day. I'm going to get rid of the Oathsworn. It doesn't feel great, but I don't know. Hopefully we can draw a little bit more answers here. This is actually, like, really good, though. We're going to draw 2. They're not going to chump block the Evolve Sleeper. It does not have Death Touch yet. And then we don't really care that we did that, because now we just get some stuff back, and now we have to go for the throat. We are looking good. This is ending up really, really well. So the Trespasser does not end up hurting us with a ward. Sheldra, this is fine. This is actually perfect. There's no worries here. Let's just go ahead and do this now. They're tapped out. We don't have to really worry about anything else. And we're going to drop this Bloodletter. And this Bloodletter is absolutely nuts. We got the Okiba Reckoner raid for next turn. But for now, look at this. Oh, so freaking good. Go ahead and take our Gix. And they lose double the life. Double Can we get a swamp? Okay, no swamp, unfortunately. If we dropped the swamp, we could have dropped the Reckoner raid, and that would have been lethal. Because they would drop 2 this turn, then 2 next turn, but... Junji, I don't think that's a big deal. I think that's, yeah, this is still game. If we go for the throat, then they're gonna lose 2 life, then they're gonna lose 4 life. So this is a hit. Yeah. The Bloodletter of Aclazotz is so freaking good. Double the life, double the trouble, baby. Junji, yeah, that's fine. I mean, if I discard, I don't really care. This game's over. This game's absolutely over. If they lose 2 life, they should lose 4, and that should just be it. Like, right? Even if they get a Shelly back, it does not matter. And then we swing in, and it's just game over anyway. So, yeah, let's see what they want to do here. If they want to make us discard, if they think that they got something going on, they're gonna go for Drave. Yeah, that should just be it. That is it. Curtains. Contra 2G, how are you doing? How are you doing here? All right, Contra 2G. I prefer 3G. I even prefer, well, I remember back in my day when 3G was a big deal. Now they got these kids. They got 5G. They got 4G. They got LTE. I don't even know what they stand for anymore. All right, so Duress away. Let's see, Lightning Strike or Monstrous Rage. I think Monstrous Rage is a little bit. If we don't have removal, I think Monstrous Rage is a little worse because I can't block the Phoenix Chick anyway, and I have no removal. So yeah, I think that's actually better. The Monstrous Rage is crazy, man. I think. Okiba Reckoner Rate is gonna be really nice because we go for the Stalker. Don't get to Descend. That's okay. We still have a Menace creature on board. I think that's pretty all right. The Reckoner raid, really good. Again, with the Menace and the life gain versus aggro, it's good. It's good for Gix. It's good for everything. I really like it. Let's see if they've got another Monstrous Rage. Hopefully not. They do, but hold on. They're gonna have 1 land. If you... Oh, this game is probably over. I mean, come on. You can't miss 2 land drops here. So let's go ahead and swing in here. Just drop the Phyrexian Fleshgorger. And with lifelink, I think it's pretty much GG's. And let's see. Okay, Phoenix Chick, did you draw a land? I don't feel bad, though. I do not feel bad. If you're running mono red and you only keep a 1 landed hand, you deserve everything that's coming for you. So let's just go ahead and, yeah, this is just going to be easy money. Let's go ahead and drop this. And Fleshgorger's going to gain some life. You're going to lose double the life. I'm going to gain some life. It's going to be a really good time. Come on, if faces Kagazan. Even if they drop a land here, they're just way too behind. They just swing it in. Yeah, this is absolutely GG's. I think they just kind of know it. They're just kind of clicking buttons. Get the Blade of the Oni. I want to showcase the Blade of the Oni, but yeah. Leandro. Leandro. How are we doing here? I think it's Lady Gaga, right? Leandro. All right, let's go and get rid of that. We got plenty of land here, and I think we're finally going to put some love to the Blade of the Oni. I think Blade of the Oni is pretty good with the Dreamthief. So we got the 2 combo pieces here. Because if you drop Blade of the Oni, the Dreamthief is like the best thing that we can do for the Blade of the Oni. Generous Visitor. Okay, well, let's just get our damage in here. I'm not going to be blocking because these things are going to be getting nice and big. Let's drop the Blade of the Oni. See what we got going on here. I do think this is a relatively bad matchup. What the heck? Got a hair in my mouth. What the hell? Alright, Generous Visitor. Let's see if they drop the Kami or the Jukai Naturalist. We don't have any removal, so we're going to need a little bit of help here. The Kami of Transience, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. They're tapped out. We're going to swing in with this Blade of the Oni. In this... Ooh, there's another Blade of the Oni, so showing some love. Can't reconfigure anything yet, so let's go ahead and just swing in. They're not gonna trade with the Blade of the Oni. They would lose both creatures. So in this case, Oathsworn would not be better than the Oni, because they would just double block, I'm assuming. Excuse me, now we got double blades, and then we got the Bloodletter of Aclazotz, so hopefully they don't get too crazy here, but enchantments can get wild. So Ossification, I think that's okay. I mean, I really see Ossification on that than my Bloodletter. Ooh, you're gonna swing in here. See, they are not aware that we have a Bloodletter of Aclazotz in our hand, and the problem with that is they think they're gonna win a race. So they swung in, which is a major mistake. We're gonna do 8 damage here. So again, doubling that damage, but boom, that is crazy. That is so like game changing because they probably think, okay, no ossification, that's good, but yeah, they probably think that they can kill us or like win a race here, and I don't think they can. Not with the Bloodletter anyway. Without the Bloodletter, yeah, probably. So they swing in. I'm gonna let this go. I don't really care. Down to 8. Yeah, whatever. And we got a Gix. We also have the Okiba Reckoner raid. I think you might be out of luck here. So we could. It is tempting to go for the Blade of the Oni. Let's go ahead and do this. It is tempting to go for Blade of the Oni and put it on the Dreamthief, but ultimately I think it's better to go for the Foundry, just to kind of, yeah, if they have some sort of like Get Lost, I think Get Lost is that card. I feel pretty stupid, but it's not gonna matter. They don't have it anyway. I want to put the Blade of the Oni on the Dreamthief, but we get the win anyway. Howdy ho, how we doing here? I think this is a keeper. On the draw here, but we got removal. If you're on the draw and got removal, it's fine. Ooh, so I don't really like this. We probably got a bad matchup here. I'm already kind of starting to sweat here because we have removal versus control, and they are not removing anything. Or they're not playing anything to remove, rather. Let's go for the Fleshgorger. Let's see if they are running Make Disappear. It looks like they may. Oh, bring the ending. What the heck? What the heck? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think people still ran counters. Again, a lot of people... Ooh. Sorcery Speed Quick Study? That made no sense, though. If you're running Sorcery Speed Quick Study, and they already... But I can understand if they didn't drop their land drop, but they did. That was a little weird, but... Be that as it may, let's go ahead and drop our Bloodletter. We're on a tremendously slow start. We have no damage done, and they are on turn 5. That is not good versus control. But we will try to remain vigilant here, even without vigilance. Alright, you gotta be careful about overextending here. I mean, I don't want to run into like a sweeper, but I don't think we got much of a choice. We're gonna have to swing in here. If they got Emperor, I think we are just like screwed. We'll just be way too far behind. So a Ganjo, okay, well that's better. That's better than Emperor, significantly better than Emperor. Let's go ahead and drop you. We do play around Make Disappear this way, which appears they don't have it anyway because they didn't hold up priority, so that's good. I think the only way we're gonna win is just drop Fleshgorger, and this kind of sucks. I don't think we're gonna be able to get into Fleshgorger for the 7. Stalker. Let's just swing in first. We could go for the Stalker and then go for the Abandoned Mire, or we just go for Fleshgorger again because, I mean, we gotta be way more aggressive here. So that is a neat little trick to go for Stalker and the Mire, but yeah, I think let's try this out. I want to try to go for 7 on the Fleshgorger here. Yeah. Oh man, probably should have just done that right away. I know that we don't get to descend this way. It doesn't. Yeah, it's not gonna matter either way. So let's go for. Let's. Man, not feeling too good about this match. Oh man, okay, let's go ahead and try. I was hoping that they would go for like the populate, and then we could kind of get something else back, because the Stalker Descend combo doesn't feel too great right now. But yeah, let's just go for the Oathsworn and a Phyrexian Fleshgorger. And if they don't have another one, it's looking okay. If they don't have another sweeper, we might be in business. Hard maybe though, because these go. Oh, white sun. Okay, yeah, I think it's pretty close to call this. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it up. So, GG's. Neko, how we doing here? How we doing? Okay, this is a good hand. This is a good hand. We got Blade of the Oni. We got some Duress. Hopefully we can just Duress away any like Sunfalls or anything like that. And ooh, okay, so we got Gruul like pump aggro. So we could go for Tyvar Sand, but they already have 2 of them. I don't have any removal anyway, so I think I'm gonna get rid of the Ancestral Anger. I know that like gives the other Angers more power, but nah, it'll be all right. And they're not gonna drop the Swift Spear. I think they're scared that we're playing black, which makes sense that they're scared of removal. But I don't have any removal, so they just okay, that's fine with me. They don't want to play the Swift Spear, don't want to be aggro. That's fine with me. All right, got the Blade of the Oni, got a Phyrexian Fleshgorger on turn 3. And if we play our cards correctly, hopefully we can get into Bloodletter on turn 2 or 4, and we'll be okay. So again, obviously not blocking with my 1 toughness menace creature. That is not optimal. It's got the Stalker again. I just still don't know how I feel about the Stalker. In some matches, it's like really good. Sometimes it's really bad. So still, I think the jury's still out, but jury is not out on the Fleshgorger. The verdict is in, and we know the Fleshgorger has just been standing the test of time. This card is crazy. A 3/3 menace lifelinker with upside later in the game. I mean, this card's nuts. Ooh, Besieju. This is actually not that bad. Now I don't care if I don't draw a land, because we're going to be able to drop the Bloodletter. So this is actually okay. Yeah, it's completely fine with me. That's fine. And they're looking not so good here. They're an aggro deck, and they're wasting stuff. They're giving us land. Like, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think let's just do the obvious thing. Drop the Bloodletter of Aclazotz and do some damage, unless they have, you know, whatever, play with fire, I guess they could have, but I don't really care. Blade of Oni comes in, and that is a 6 damage swing by a 2-drop. Pretty good. Pretty gosh darn good. 2 Tyvar stands, Picnic Ruiner. I know they have 2 Tyvar stands and then 1 mystery card, but this is looking pretty good. You already know that we're gonna have to drop the Reckoner raid. Let's do this, because I'm gonna swing in with everything. If they want to block and we lose the blade, I mean, we could also go for Blade of the Oni. I know it sucks. I want to take Blade of the Oni and reconfigure it, but I don't know if they have like a shot, not shock, play with fire or something, and then I'm looking stupid. So if they were tapped out, we could obviously do that. But I think this is a little bit more safe. We're gonna do this. I know we're only gonna take 1 hit off this way, but let's get rid of the Ruiner. They're gonna go for Tyvar stand anyway. I probably should have. Yeah, see, they have stuff here. If we do the configure and they go play with fire, then I just look like a jackass. So I think we're gonna play it safe. Just do this route. It's a lot less fun, because if we could put the Blade of the Oni on the Bloodletter, we could just go in for lethal in the air. But sorry that we're not doing the fun thing. I guess, man, you know, I probably should. I feel bad for not doing it for content's sake, but I guess we do. I am playing to win, so let's see what we can do here. They're gonna go for Tyvar stand. That's fine. That's fine. I'm actually dealing it to the Picnic. Yeah, that's fine. So take them down there. We're gonna go for the Reckoner raid. Stalker. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Stalker, and we descended this turn, obviously, because we lost a thing. Reckoner raid is gonna deal 2, and it's gonna deal more on the next turn, and then we go for Dreamthief, so yeah, I think, again, this is just a little bit... If this mystery card was a play with fire, and they just killed our Blade of the Oni before we could reconfigure, but we still get the win anyway. Is that Spisa? Spisa? How you doing here? I remember the, back in my day, I think I've gone on a few boomer rants today, but back in my day, the Spice Girls, I was a big fan. My mom would put those things on the radio, had all the CDs. Spice Girls, man. Dixie Chicks, oh yeah, that was my jam. So, let's see what we got going on here. We do get into a 3rd land, which is very, very nice. Let's drop you, get the Mishra, alleviate that from summoning sickness for later in the game, even though it doesn't matter. I just like to have it out of the way. Mirix and Lorekeeper. Okay, I guess, should we go for the throat here? I guess we probably... it's always close. And I guess we won't. Just save it for the big dinos. So, yeah, this is fine. Let's drop the Phyrexian Fleshgorger, and then we have 2 go for the throats next turn in case they drop anything super crazy. And yeah, we'll be okay. Double Phyrexian Fleshgorger and a Hammer Skull, looking good. Not too threatened here. It would be nice. I think I might actually swing in, because we're going to win a race this way. So, okay. Hunabi, Tagmazejev. How you doing here? How's it going? All right, we're going to go ahead and mulligan this. Yeah, that's fine. That's a lot better here. I guess we'll start off with the Stalker. We want to go for the right raid. I think the Reckoner raid is a better way to start out our game. So, again, the Stalker is really niche. It only is pretty much good in combat, so... But it's still pretty good. Let's go ahead and drop our Reckoner raid. I don't want to talk too badly of the Stalker. The Stalker has come in clutch a few times. So let's go ahead and drop you. I don't play Modern, but Stalker in Modern has to be pretty wild, right? Like, I mean, with like fetch lands, just kind of seems like that would be absolutely nuts. I mean, again, I haven't played Modern, really ever. I mean, I know what fetch lands are, but I mean, I don't know. That seems crazy, like, if you have fetch lands, but either way, we do have 2 menace creatures down on the board. Blossoming Tortoise, not too impressed. Definitely want to be quick, because they're ramping up, and you know they're going to be able to drop some crazy stuff here. So, ooh, Gix. Gix is pretty good, but both of our creatures have menace, so there's really no point. I think we're going to... yeah, let's go ahead and drop this. We only could do 3 damage. I think if we had a little bit more. Let's do this, though. Plus, I don't know. I've seen some crazy things. If they have got a board wipe, well, let's Duress it away. But I was going to say, before we drew into the Duress, before they had the board wipe, I would have been a lot more nervous. Whenever I see white, I just assume they're running Sunfall or something like this. And the Eternal Wanderer, yeah, let's get rid of the Eternal Wanderer. I don't want to lose my stuff. Whenever I see white, I just assume... Whenever I see ramp and white, I just assume they have board wipes, which is pretty usually correct to assume. So let's go ahead and protect our board here. And then we can go for the Bloodletter of Aclazotz to kind of finish off the board state. I kind of like that a little bit more. Okay, looking pretty good here. I don't think they're gonna... if they swing in, we have lethal on board, so I don't really care about that. See what you got for me. Blossoming Tortoise. Ossification, I don't think that's that big of a deal. They're going to take away the Gix, but actually, we don't really care. We actually don't really care that much because, I mean, Gix, we kind of already got our value from it, and I can see your hand. Now I can see your hand, and I know that you do. Oh, we got another one, just for funsies. But at this point, I think we're, yeah, let's drop the Bloodletter. At this point, we're just going for damage. We have 3 creatures down here, and we don't have enough for lethal quite yet, but we take them down to 2. So now an Okiba Reckoner raid off the top would be game. If they don't have a, I mean, I am a little nervous, though. Obviously, with white, only 2 more creatures. Okay, so we're good. If they drop in the Celestis, that makes most likely they don't have a sweeper. And Invasion of Zendikar is going to seal the deal. We are going to take this, baby. Let's go. Just a matter of time. We'll go ahead and let them play their lands out. But resistance shall be futile. And there we go.